Hello. The purpose of this video is to explain how to use setback space for stairs. Now, we know that our project requires two stairs because of occupancy load. We have more than 50 on the second floor, and because we have more than 50 on the second floor, we are required to have a separate exit uh, that is distinct from the other exit in front of the building. And if we look at this one, this stairwell, just to go and exit from the second floor to the first floor, takes valuable space. So how many square footage does this stairwell really take? Let's do an area command, and let's do some points here. And it looks like it's taking up around 150 square feet. And 150 square feet, okay, if we multiply that by $300 per square foot. Okay, that's around 45,000. So just for the stairs, um, it will cost us 45,000 to build it at $300 per square foot. With all the railings and requirements of the stairs, it will add up. Okay, so one of the solutions that we can do is to actually occupy the setback space for the stairs, and it is allowed in the building code. Okay, so if in this document I'm prepared here, building code says in section 705 that projections, okay, uh, made from exterior exit stairways shall comply with section 1021 and 1027. Okay, and 1021 and 1027, which particularly 1027 is about exterior exit stairs. Uh, Exit stairways shall be permitted as an element of required music figure. So it is allowed. Okay, it must be open though. Okay, not less than one side must be open. If not less than 35 square feet must be open. Okay, so you can enclose three sides of it and only open it to one side, and it will be uh, compliant. It must be on side yards or courts or public ways. Okay, and the location, it's pretty strict. It cannot be closer than 10 feet to any adjacent lot lines. Okay, so if we can put the stairs outside into this stairwell, it must be 10 feet and 10 feet from these two adjacent stairwell. Well, that only brings us this much space because we also have some parking requirements, and we cannot remove that parking because that's one of the requirements of the owner. So now you can talk to the owner about, hey, you wanted three parking lots or three parking spaces, and this is only the lot. And if we retain the stairs inside the building, it will occupy space, and some of your area's requirements might be impacted. Okay, so those are things that can be discussed. Now, having said that, this 10 feet requirement from the adjacent lot lines as required by the building code, that's about fire and safety. That in case of there's a fire here, people in this other building should be able to exit safely. If the neighbor's house or building is on fire, the neighboring structure should be able to exit safely. Okay, and if it's inside the building, it is safe because this is a fire rated wall. So if you put it outside, then there's no fire rated wall now. So that's why there's the 10 feet requirement. Now, you could build a firewall here and say that, hey, if I put a firewall there, then what's the point of this 10 feet on this side? So that's an argument that you have to put with the state fire marshal because the state fire marshal can override the fire and safety requirements for the building code. Okay, if you can tell the fire marshal, hey, I'm going to just put a rated firewall here, or maybe put a fire sprinkler on the stairs itself, then it's protected. by the fire sprinkler system. Okay, and that one has to be approved by the state fire marshal, and they will approve it on a case by case basis. Okay. Now there are also requirements on the municipal code. Uh, some cities may not allow you to um, project anything on the setback space, so you have to check. City of Sacramento do say it says that unenclosed stairs and ramps may project into required. So they do allow it. It must be unenclosed. So how many um, sides must be unenclosed? That's not clear here. On the building code, it says that not less than one side must be open, but on the municipal code, we're not sure. So this is how it would look like. The staircase is going to open outside the building. There are requirements for the landing. You must meet the requirements for the landing. I think it's 5 feet and 6 feet or something like that. And you must have a landing every drop or rise of I think 12 feet. You must comply with the threads. Can be open, must be enclosed, and stuff like that. And if you're wondering if you can use spiral staircase for fire exit, the answer is only if the building is a dwelling unit. If it's not a dwelling unit, then you can't use spiral staircase for fire exit. Okay, so yeah, if stairs do impact the building and do impact costs. So sometimes it's controversial, but remember the building code is all about fire and safety. And so if you're pressed for space, on a small lot like ours, one solution would be to occupy the setback space for the fire exit. Um, but then there are requirements, and you would have to weigh them. In some cases, you might ask the owner, "Do you really need three spaces of parking lot? Because if you can put the staircase here, you will lose one parking space, and maybe the owner. Remember that the parking space is an owner requirement, not a city requirement. All right." So there you go. So um, that is some argument that you need to do to have a discussion with the owner, and it's something that can be utilized to get more space inside a building that is usually eaten up by staircase. Okay, so something worth considering. Okay.